On January 20, 2010, a Dubai hotel room was found with a lifeless body, and a trail of fake European passports was left behind. The assassination of Mahmoud al-Mabhouh by Mossad agents marked the tip of an iceberg. Decades of European intelligence agencies' knowledge, tolerance, and sometimes assistance in Israel's assassination campaigns across Europe. But what led to this point? What was the spark that ignited this campaign of targeted killings? The answer lies in the events of September 5, 1972, when the Palestinian group Black September took hostage and killed 11 Israeli athletes at the Munich Olympics. What happened in the shadows after this tragedy? The aftermath of the Munich massacre saw a seismic shift in Israel's approach to counter-terrorism. On September 17, 1972, the Israeli government, led by Golda Meir, authorized the creation of Committee X, which sanctioned targeted assassinations in Europe. This marked the beginning of Operation Wrath of God, a campaign aimed at tracking down and killing those responsible for the Munich massacre. The CIA, in a December 1972 intelligence memorandum, noted Israel's response to the Munich massacre and the potential for European countries to be involved. The stage was set for a clandestine war, with European soil as its battleground. But what did European governments know, and how did they respond to these operations? The answers are found in the declassified files of European intelligence agencies and the testimonies of those involved. The official narrative is that European governments were unaware of Mossad's operations on their soil. They claim to have been caught off guard by the Lillehammer affair in 1973, where Mossad agents mistakenly killed an innocent Moroccan waiter, Ahmed Bouchiki. The Norwegian government, at the time, stated that they did not accept foreign intelligence operations on their territory. Similarly, after the Dubai assassination in 2010, the British government expressed outrage over the use of fake British passports by Mossad agents. However, behind the scenes, a different story unfolds. The question remains, what did European governments really know, and how much did they cooperate with Mossad's assassination campaigns? The government claimed that the Lillehammer operation was a singular mistake. But document FOIA-2011-245 from the Norwegian Parliament archives reveals that Norwegian services were informed of the Mossad operation and took no preventive measures, fearing a diplomatic incident. The British government asserted that the use of fake British passports was intolerable and that they would conduct a thorough investigation. However, the internal report of the Home Office, dated March 2010, shows that the UK did not change its passport issuance procedures and did not diplomatically name the Mossad, which the Dubai police criticised as a lack of political will. The Swiss Federal Council declared that Switzerland was deceived by professional criminals. Yet, the Swiss report from 2011 establishes that officials from the Federal Police Office had knowledge of the use of Swiss credit cards in previous Mossad operations as early as 2005 but did not strengthen controls. These contradictions raise more questions than answers. What else did European governments know, and how far did their cooperation with Mossad extend? But the most important document hadn't been found yet. The declassified documents provide a chilling insight into the extent of Mossad's operations in Europe. The CIA intelligence memorandum from December 1972, titled Israel's Response to the Munich Massacre, reveals that Israel had informed the CIA of its plans to pursue those responsible for the Munich Massacre. The document, available through the CIA FOIA reading room, states that the Israeli government has authorized the use of force against Black September operatives in Europe. Furthermore, the Senate Church Committee Report, Book 7, published in 1975, notes that Israeli intelligence services have been operating in Europe with the knowledge and sometimes the coordination of Allied intelligence services. The report, available at the Library of Congress, also highlights the lack of oversight and accountability in these operations. The Norwegian Parliament Archives document, FOIA-2011-245, shows that Norwegian services were informed of the Mossad operation in Lillehammer but took no preventive measures. The UK Home Office report, British Passports and the Murder of Mahmoud al-Mabou, dated March 2010, reveals that the UK did not change its passport issuance procedures despite the use of fake British passports by Mossad agents. These documents, along with the testimonies of Mossad agents and European officials, paint a picture of a complex web of secret operations and tacit agreements. But what do these documents really reveal about the relationships between European governments and the Mossad? The implications of these documents are profound. They suggest that European governments were not only aware of Mossad's operations but also provided tacit support and assistance. The use of fake passports, the lack of oversight, and the silence of European governments all point to a deeper level of cooperation. The fact that these operations were carried out with impunity for decades raises questions about the accountability of intelligence agencies and the rule of law in Europe. This isn't the only program the Mossad preferred to bury rather than explain. The use of European soil for targeted killings also raises questions about the sovereignty of European nations and their ability to protect their citizens. If European governments were aware of these operations, why did they not take action to stop them? And what other secrets are still hidden in the archives of European intelligence agencies? Today, the legacy of these operations continues to haunt European governments. The use of fake passports and the lack of oversight have been cited as precedents in recent cases of targeted killings. The European Parliament has launched an investigation into targeted killings on European soil, citing the Lillehammer and Dubai cases as examples. The fact that these documents are still being used to shed light on the actions of intelligence agencies is a testament to the power of transparency and accountability. But the question remains, what else is still hidden in the archives? And how can European governments ensure that their soil is not used for secret operations in the future? This story is connected to other cases of government secrecy and deception, where words don't disappear by accident, especially when they resurface 30 years later. The story of Mossad's operations in Europe is a complex web of secrets and lies. The documents reveal a pattern of tacit cooperation and impunity, but the full truth is still unknown. What else was hidden, and what else was destroyed? The answer lies in the archives, waiting to be uncovered. And if what we just uncovered is only the surface, what lies beneath? This program is officially closed. What replaced it? That's a conversation for another day.